So I read that Coca-Cola is shedding a ton of their brands and reducing their number of brands specifically. So what's going on there? So, looking at it, a company like Coca-Cola is basically a conglomerate of a variety of soft drink brands. So Coke, Diet Coke, those are the obvious ones. I believe Sprite, Powerade, a lot of other ones. Well, with the pandemic, the article I read in the Wall Street Journal said that their revenues have gone down significantly. No stadium sales, no bar sales. I mean, you gotta have some Coke for your rum, right? And a significant limitation in restaurants as well, because obviously restaurants, have been shut down or even gone out of business. So good opportunity for Coke to consolidate, and unfortunately people are going to get laid off in the process, but they're also just cutting down their number of brands. And you could look at a brand as, a microcosm of the whole rule of three, which is, there's going to be three leaders in any market segment that are going to have 50 to 70% of the market share, and anyone else who's not a specialty niche is going to be in real trouble. And a brand like Coke is really going to want to pursue that, Jack Welch mantra of be number one or be number two, generate huge economies of scale. And I bet what they're doing is, hey, if we can't be number one or number two in a specific subset, let's just get out of there and not bother. And just like, Walmart thinks in terms of shelf space, meaning if a product's not selling, it's occupying valuable shelf space, Coke has got to be thinking of, if a product's not selling, it's not number one or number two, that's occupying valuable production space that we could allocate to a brand that is producing. So, whenever a company like Coke goes through, turmoil like this, its immediate reaction has to be, let's take those underperforming brands and really get rid of them, and let's focus on where we're number one, number two, or else we have a reasonable chance of getting to be number one or number two in a specific, flavor segment, and everything else, let's just get out of there. And that seems to be what they're doing, and it'll be interesting to see how it shakes out. But just good corporate management in general from a strategic perspective for a generalist Coke, a conglomerate, a brand accumulator, number one in the soft drink market. They've got to make sure that all of their brands are pulling their weight in producing, and that's exactly what they're going to do here. So definitely smart from a strategic perspective, and we'll see how it plays out for them in the future.